Hey people, got a question for you. How many of you know someone from another country who speaks a different dialect, a different language, but in the workplace they kind of switch up their language to make themselves more easily understood? Today, we're going to talk about something called code switching. So, without any further ado, let's talk about it. Hey people, welcome to another edition of Let's Talk About It. I'm Short Trini. To all my talkers, welcome. To all my new subscribers, welcome. As I said in my intro, today we're going to talk about something called code switching. And what code switching is, it's the practice of alternating between two different languages or dialects during a conversation. The best way I can describe it in my situation and my experience is to tell you a little bit about me. I was born in Trinidad, and in Trinidad, we have many different languages, and we also have an accent. And when I first came to this country, I had a very thick West Indian accent. And a lot of people didn't really understand me, and those who did thought I spoke very, very proper. And as I was growing up in my teens and my early 20s, I was a little self-conscious about me. Not only my disability, but the way I spoke. You know, I tried to fit in by changing up my accent to a more Americanized accent. So I had the ability of switching between my Caribbean accent, my Trinidadian accent, right into my American accent. Now, keep in mind, I've been in this country, 52 years. So I've developed the ability to turn my accent on and off. When I'm around my family, my friends who are from Trinidad, or other Caribbean people, my accent gets thicker. So thick that you couldn't understand me. A person from America, or who was born here in the States, would really have a hard time understanding me unless they were brought up or grew up among Caribbean people. It's funny the comments I get. Oh, you're faking it. You know, you must be faking it. Or, you know, you're only doing that to make fun of other people. You know, you're not from here. And technically, you're right, I'm not from here. But I had to adapt. In order for me to be understood, I thought I had to adapt. And I tried very, very, very hard to suppress that Caribbean accent, especially in the industry I was in. I spent almost 20 years in sales and customer service. And I found myself, they told me, you know, you're gonna come across a whole bunch of different people from every walks of life, all walks of life, but especially Americans. And if your accent comes out, they might not understand you and may hang up on you for that reason. You know, and you have a quota to meet, and you have, you know, a job to do. So try to suppress your accent. It worked for a while until one day I came across a person on the phone who was from Trinidad like me. And I'm gonna tell you something. When you come across your country people, you can't help but dive into your original dialect, your original accent. And I spent nearly 15 minutes on the call with this man who owned a company who was needing more phone lines. And at the time I worked for a well-known phone carrier. And he wanted 10 lines. So I heard him speak, and I'm like, hey, are you from Trinidad? And he said, yeah, I'm from Trinidad, and it just took off from there. My American dialect, my American accent, whatever you want to call, went out the window, and I just got down and dirty into my West Indian Trini dialect and accent. Make a long story short, I got the call. I got the sale. That was 10 lines, and I was very, very happy. My boss was happy. The only thing, our manager wasn't happy. I got written up, and the reason for being written up was you used a fake accent. And I looked at this man like, really? I was born in the country, and that is how I speak. When I'm home, in my own environment, or when I come across someone from the same country that I'm from, I said, isn't the most important thing is that I closed the sale and got business from the sale? And my immediate manager, my immediate boss, agreed with me. Make a long story short, it took me an hour and a half to convince this man. And once he saw the business and how many lines I made for this man, I, procured for this person, he ripped up the memo to write me up. Here's my question to you guys. How many of you has done code switching? And I'm going to broaden it for a minute. It doesn't necessarily have to be an accent, but how many of you have done something to fit into a particular group of people? How many? Don't be shy, raise your hand. We've all done it, whether it's an accent, whether it's behavior, whether it's the way we dress to fit in. I remember I got a haircut because I wanted to fit in. I wanted to get a haircut. I wanted to get a fade, where you fade the sides off your hair. And my father decided to teach me a lesson. He cut my hair. Yeah, didn't turn out too well. But anyhow, in terms of code switching, how many of you guys have switched up an accent, if you have one, switched up your style of dress, switched up anything just to belong to a particular group? Let me know in the comments. If you like the video, please like, share, and subscribe. And please turn on the notification bell down at the, on the YouTube channel. And one more thing. If you guys have an idea of what you want me to talk about, leave it in the comments. Let me know. Don't be shy, okay? Because I need things to talk about. So, this is Short Trini, and until the next episode, peace.